watching a tutorial video for how to use the custom titles function within the Mass Article Creator. It is located under the Custom Content tab, and this section here, Customize Titles. Your first setting is to choose the location and source of your titles. By default, it's selected to be scraped only, which means the titles that are added to your article are scraped from either Google or from Bing. You can also choose to use your custom titles only. You can also choose to use a combination of both scraped titles and custom titles. If you're using scraped only titles, there is a minimum length filter which you can apply. By default, the minimum length is set to 3 characters. If you want to use custom titles, you can enter your custom titles by clicking on the Edit Custom Titles button. This opens up the Edit Titles modal, and here in this first text box is where you can enter each of your custom titles. Each title should appear on its own line. If you want to generate some titles for yourself, SEO Content Machine Next has a whole bunch of English titles which you can use. These are in Spintax and they support using tokens. By default, it's going to use the keyword title, which means when the task is being run and it's about to generate a title, it's going to use the current processed keyword as a source of that title. You can also delete this and enter in a list of your own titles you wish to use. I'm going to leave it as default. Then I'm going to click on Generate Titles. Just hide the generator. If I go up to the Custom Article Titles text box, you see it's been filled out with my custom titles. Once I'm happy with my settings, I can click the Close button, and now my custom titles has been set. After you have finished running your article creator task, when you review the task log, you can see exactly what titles were being used to create that article. As I've only chosen to use custom titles only, it's put out in the log using only custom titles, 316. If I look at the total content count, I have 316 titles, which match exactly the custom titles length. However, if you go back, you notice that during the downloading of content, it actually found 35 titles from search. However, because I've chosen not to use both the search titles and the custom titles, you can see that the final count as reflected in this total line matches only what's been available from my custom titles.